Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. I'm Nick Park, and I'm often amazed at people's ingenuity, at how people can just think up some of the most amazing things. And sometimes people use this God-given ingenuity for good and for blessing. People that invent things that can help people and can cure illnesses and all kinds of stuff like that. But then there's other people use the same gifts that they have and use them to come up with crazy stuff, and use them to come up with stuff that is dishonest and criminal. For example, 4 people in Los Angeles area have been arrested over an insurance scam where 3 luxury cars were apparently damaged in a bear attack. And apparently, the first claim was to do with a Rolls Royce. A Rolls Royce car worth over $100,000 had great damage done to the inside of it. It all appeared to be ripped apart with claw marks and everything else. And they said it was a bear that had did it. And then subsequently, 2 other insurance companies both received claims for the same thing. And these claims were actually for 2 Mercedes cars. And so you had 3 luxury cars, claims being in that they were damaged by a bear getting inside and ripping them up. Now, the California Department of Insurance began to investigate this because they thought it unusual that there were 3 such claims. Well, it turned out the 3 claims were all supposedly happened on the same date. So they're saying this. So a bear destroyed 3 luxury cars in one day. And it turned out they were all parked on the same street. So they began to look into this a little bit more. And there was video footage had been submitted as evidence showing the bear climbing into the Rolls Royce and starting ripping it apart. So, video footage, that looked pretty convincing. But they showed the video footage to a biologist, a wildlife expert, who said, "That's not a bear." He said, "That is a man in a bear suit." And so the police went and they searched the homes of the people that had made these insurance claims. And in one of the homes, they found a bear suit. I mean, absolutely crazy. And yet the insurance companies between them had paid out over $140,000. And these con artists may well have got away with it if they weren't so foolish to make 3 claims all on the same date, all 3 different luxury cars, all on the same street. And that just basically caused the investigators to look a little bit closer. You see, sometimes we can do things that are so ingenious and so clever, and yet simultaneously we can be so stupid, as happened in this case. God has given us gifts. I mean, we really, as human beings, are amazing. We have such capabilities. The Bible says that we are indeed made in the image of God. And yet we can take our God-given gifts and use them for His glory, or we can use them for our own selfish enrichment. And the thing is, if we do that, that is in itself incredibly stupid. To take and debase the gifts that God has given us is in itself an act of stupidity. And I want to encourage you today. You are amazing. You're made in the image of God. You have the potential to be so much, to do so much. But don't misuse the gifts that God has given you to go down a wrong course of action, because that would be foolish indeed. Instead, ask God to show you how you can take your God-given gifts today and use them for His glory. Use them to point somebody to Jesus. Use them to reach out to somebody that's hurting and help them. God has blessed you. God has given you so much, but make sure you use His gifts to glorify His name and not to misuse them for the wrong reason. May God bless you today. Join us again tomorrow for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.